Can you please tell us what are some of the challenges in implementing Six Sigma in an organization?
I think the biggest challenge is about leadership commitment, and that in many ways goes back to the personal belief of the leadership team, as well as the ability of some of the Six Sigma professionals or lean professionals to be able to convince them or influence them about the value that this can deliver. In addition, I think there is also a gap in in the quality of people that are available in this area, not so much from the content knowledge, but also from the ability of overall program management and being able to sell it and convince people and deliver value out of it.
And what are some of the key factors in overcoming these challenges?
I think it really comes back a bit to the change equation, you know. So the change equation is that change happens because there is somebody who's dissatisfied with the current state. There is a vision for the future, and you take the small steps to make things happen. And in this change equation, therefore, you need somebody who creates the dissatisfaction. And it could be a senior leader, it could be somebody in the middle management, and then somebody who picks that up and creates a vision. This is what I want to achieve. For example, Jack Welch created that vision, created that dynamism in GE to go for it, and then you take the small steps to get the initial success, which builds upon it and creates a momentum.
And what are some of the inhibitors when getting senior management, especially C-level, to buy into Six Sigma?
From a personal experience, the inhibitors are really about the ability of the people who want to take this forward in quantifying the value that they can generate, as well as in conveying that value to the senior leadership team. Many a times the value is not clear, or alternately, it's conveyed in a language which becomes gobbledygook. So the senior leadership team says, oh, okay, Six Sigma is something very complex and needs some specialist people, etc. But the reality is that Six Sigma and Lean, these are tools which people can use in their everyday working life.
When it comes to Six Sigma is being deployed throughout Asia, what are some of the yet to be explored untapped opportunities in Six Sigma throughout Asia?
I think in many ways Six Sigma in Asia is still at an early stage, even though the whole concept may be a few decades old. But I don't think too many big companies have fully adopted it, one. There is definitely a big gap for the small and medium enterprises, and as Asia booms in future, as China is growing rapidly, India is growing rapidly, Southeast Asia is also growing well, there will be these hundreds of thousands of small companies which have the opportunity to employ Six Sigma and Lean principles to really take productivity higher. I would also like to connect this to the whole area of environmental sustainability, because as the world is developing, the population is increasing, the demand for resources is going up, and these are tools which can be used to really make sure that the footprint that we have on the environment or our inconvenient truth is really reduced. The last bit is, I would say, is in the services sector, whether it's the financial sector or the let's say the airline sector, where I'm sure there are huge opportunities to employ these methodologies, because in the past they've always been considered to be manufacturing oriented.
Going forward, where do you see the evolution of Six Sigma in the next 5 to 10 years, and how do you think this will help implement what you said earlier on the global footprint?
I think there is a lot of opportunity for Lean and Six Sigma to add tremendous value to the business world, not only in terms of profit and cost directly, but indirectly, as I said, in the sustainability area. So as I mentioned earlier, it's about really taking this in a much more global way and rolling it out in much bigger ways to really harness the full benefit of this opportunity. So even though it's been around for a few decades, in many ways it's still a toddler.
Do you see Six Sigma from, it was Six Sigma, then it's Lean, do you see it evolving to Lean, Green, Six Sigma going forward?
Surely. In fact, as it happens that I'm not personally a Lean or Six Sigma expert, but I'm speaking today and my topic is on sustainability, environmental sustainability, and how Lean and Six Sigma can be employed in that area. And this is definitely something which the people who are championing sustainability and green are yet to discover. So I hope that when I speak today, it will stimulate some thinking and allow the professionals to look into this side also.
How can a conference such as this help enhance sustainability and Six Sigma throughout Asia?
Well, I think it's the first step, and it's very good to know that there is a very diverse participation in this conference. So there are people from the financial industry, from electronics manufacturing, from chemicals manufacturing, from Singtel, and so on. And in every way, in each of these companies, there are significant elements of sustainability. So some would question, what is it to do with banking? Let's take it. There's a lot of travel involved in banking. Now, with new technologies emerging in things like telepresence, which allow almost realistic virtual conferencing, it could mean that banking industry could look at cutting down travel, for example, which has a significant impact on the global environmental footprint. And similarly in the other areas that we have. So I definitely see a strong link. I think the challenge before us is how do we bring this stronger into the Lean Six Sigma thinking, and while there has been a lot of focus on cost and quality, how do we get the sustainability agenda as part of this?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.